Russia chaos in fear. Russian soldiers and residents fled Crimea in panic after the explosion of the Kerch Bridge. Update: Russia and Ukraine war. The attack also left civilians in Crimea unsafe in the aftermath of Putin's brutal war. Terrified, Russians are fleeing Crimea after the daring bombing of the Kerch Bridge on Saturday. The 12-mile-long bridge was inaugurated in 2018 to the praise of Russian President Putin. It connects Crimea with mainland Russia and serves as an important supply route for Putin's southern army. On Saturday, a large explosion caused severe damage to the bridge, part of which collapsed into the sea. The attack made the locals in Crimea know that they were no longer safe from the aftermath of Putin's brutal war. People and Russian soldiers residing in Crimea fell into a state of panic when they were isolated here, because the bridge was broken. They are all confused and looking for ways to get out of here, when the essential supplies are gone. Seemingly fearful of further attacks, the Russians boarded their cars to flee the peninsula. Giant tails up to 6 kilometers long were reported on Sunday, as Russians lined up to try to find a way to cross the damaged bridge. "We saw the occupiers panic," said Ivan Fedorov, mayor of Melitopol. He noted that the Russians are also leaving Crimea and returning to their homeland through the occupied regions of southern Ukraine. The mayor reported a large number of cars leaving the peninsula and reaching the Russian Federation along the highway that runs through Melitopol, Berdyansk and Mariupol. Michael McKay, a Ukrainian war commentator, also said, after the Kerch Bridge explosion, the invaders are panicking. Russian soldiers fled from Crimea to the Russian Federation on the highway through Berdyansk and Mariupol. Russian colonists fled Crimea via ferry and single-lane bridge. On the Putin side, he angrily denounced the collapse of the bridge by the Ukrainian army as an act of terrorism, which is making many people laugh.